Well, good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening, traders from across the globe. Thank you for tuning in as always, and this time for tuning in to my 2,963rd edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. And there's a lot of great information in these editions, so make sure you pay attention. Traders, before we get started, we know that trading is risky. You've traded through the summer, right? You must have seen how much risk is involved. Somehow we got through the summer without losing. We had 1 month this summer where we lost $177, and August, we killed it again. So we had fantastic months this year, except for one in April and a little baby loss in July. We're having a great year with the OMNI trades. OMNI's been all over this. Rock and roll OMNI. We're in a good trade right now, to be honest. What's on the board for trading on September 3rd? We're out of summer. This is it, finally. We have gotten so few fills this summer. I'm just glad it's over, that's all. Now we expect a lot more fills, a lot more action, and of course a lot more great months coming from the OMNI. So if you need help trading and you don't know where to get in or out, we send trading recommendations out to you 24 hours a day. These are the same recommendations my son Mikey uses for his own trading account. It's the same ones that we all use. If you need help, if you would like to be on the winning side of markets, join Oscar's trading recommendations. It's the platinum service. I'll send these trades to you day and night. I work the trades from the moment you get in till the moment you get out. Stops and profit objectives are included, so make sure you join. All right, so what is on this crazy board? E-mini S&P NASDAQ Russell experiencing a pullback, right? Starting to come down. Now, you know what's going to happen. Immediately, the crazies are going to come out and talk about the end of the United States. And I told you Trump was going to ruin it all. And, this shit's going to come out because we're coming down a little, right? I've got some charts to show you. Yes, we're coming down a little, but don't get nervous. NVIDIA, that looks worse than the others, but I'll bet that's going to end up holding anyway. But we'll look at that chart. That looks worse than the stock market itself. Number 3 on the board. Metals are exploding. Have you seen silver go through the roof? I've been carrying this coin in my pocket since when I started the business in the 80s, right? When I got it, it was worth $23. I've been holding it for 44 years. It was only worth about $23 until recently. You know what it's worth now? $41, baby. Yeah, 44 years later. Look at that thing go. There is a difference. I've also been holding this coin in my pocket since I started on the trading floor. It's a gold Krugerrand. I got this when it was $265. Gold has moved up to $3,600 since. This one feels a lot heavier than this one, I have to tell you. All these years, and silver the dog has barely gained anything. It's just amazing. But hey, it's moving now. I've got some targets I'll show you in the chart segment. So, experiencing a pullback in the indices, but let the charts rule, not crazies that are going to come out on TV and CEOs that don't know how to read their ass from their elbow when it comes to pricing markets and where they should go. They're good at running companies. They're not so good at analysis. We've seen that. NVIDIA, NVIDIA's got all the news about China coming up with new chips and blah, 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 blah. So it took a little fallback, but we'll look at the charts. And the metals, I have to say, this is the best run I've seen in quite some time. You've got metal mine stocks moving. You've got everything that belongs to metals going. And here's what I have to say about that. I'm worried. I've been in this business for 44 years. When silver and gold go crazy like this, and the stock market starts to come down and the dollar seems strong, that's almost always static noise, meaning that a shoe is going to drop somewhere. Now, it doesn't have to be the most amazing, crazy thing, but that kind of action in the metals, I'm telling you, every time I see this, it means there's a shoe to drop. Now you've got the indices pulling lower, S&P, NASDAQ, Russell. Metals are exploding. The dollar's getting stronger. Somebody's gearing up a position to let out some news is what that usually means. We'll take it one day at a time. We trade the charts only. I don't care. The news is built in, but I am telling you, what are they saying? What are the metals saying? This is what this is about. I think they're saying that there is a shoe to drop around this world somewhere. Somebody's building up a huge metals position. That's almost always before news comes out. Now, you've got the Middle East, and you've got China with Taiwan, right? Maybe that's where this is starting to emanate from, but something is starting to show up in our markets. We'll deal with that one day at a time. The next thing is this, Australian Omni campers. You've been calling in, I've been making the arrangements. We basically have the date. We're looking at October 17th, and that'll be the next 4 days following. So the 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st, we will be together in Australia. If you want to be with me, if you want to learn the Omni in its entirety, and I'm telling you right now, there's no upsell. You learn everything that there is, the entire Omni package with one seminar with me. Takes 5 days. You need to be there. In Australia, go to OMNIBootcamp.com. If you're Australian or you just want to go to Australia to meet me, fill out your OmniCamp applications. I've already filled a couple of seats. I'm only taking a handful of you. This is going to be very small. It's going to be very, very, what I do with my OmniCamps is we make them very exclusive, very small. So I am there to help every one of you. You get full undivided attention from me. So my classes are kept very small. You will be in an exclusive club. Just be brave enough to follow it. I promise you it'll change your life. OmniBootCamp.com. I will see you in Australia around October 17th for the next 4 days. After that, we need a long weekend. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. This is what we're going to need. Make sure that you're available. Fill out those applications. Now, I want to show you some great charts. This is my favorite part of these videos, right? The charts I love. Can't wait to show them to you. But first, we have to practice our mantra because so many people don't know what to do. And if they do put a stop in, they lose their minds. And I'm always there to tell them, put the stop in first, your insurance premium, right? You got your insurance premium paid for. The car has an accident, you got insurance on it. Put the stop in first. Then say this oh my goodness, I am fumbling through this entire video. Do you hear that? You know why? It's getting so hot in here. It was cold like 5 minutes ago. It's getting so hot it's hard to speak. Welcome to Vegas. Say this to yourselves over and over again because I know it'll help you. Are you with me? 1, 2, 3. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll traders now. Let's go. Look at some charts.
Good afternoon, traders.
Good evening, traders from across the globe.
Every time I've ever shown this to people, I have people that are like flag experts and they're flabbergasted. Say it with, I will always place my stop first.
We're here at OmniCamp in Las Vegas with Oscar Carboni and a couple other gentlemen. Just came here mainly because I wanted my trading to be refined and defined.
The analysis I would use from trading without the Omni system was much more complex.
The genius of what we do is we've taken one of the most complicated things to do on this planet and simplified it to the point that I can sit here with 6th graders and they could easily do this, not even knowing how they're winning or why, but they could do this.
I know who the guy is because I've seen what he's done, but you don't know what the magic recipe is, right? And I get in here, and within almost the first day, the light starts coming on as to what his system is.
Anyone that's looking to join OmniCamp, if you have no experience, you don't care about any of that. All you care about is what the chart says. You'll be much better off for it.
There's almost a sense of relief that you see something, you have a plan, you see it, and then you go try to execute. That is brilliant.
And I think I got the discipline and everything I need to be successful with Oscar.
Traders, NASDAQ daily bar chart. You know, we start this trend line and it works well and you get a fantastic hold, then the average gets involved and you get another fantastic hold. So nice hold, nice hold, nice hold. Well, that's different, right? What are you going to say there? Not a nice hold. Omni turns red, looking for some downside. But you know, the downside is very short-lived in our market, so you got to be nimble when you trade the downside as day traders. E-mini S&P. Nice hold, nice hold, nice hold. That's different too. So nothing else we can do but take the short Omni, right? For trading for tomorrow. Then, listen, as much as that looks scary, traders, we just came out of a massive V-bottom, a massive inverted head and shoulders. We've only gone up a little. There's a lot more room to go higher this year. Yeah, it's going to have pullbacks because nothing goes straight up. That's the way markets operate. They don't go straight up, right? So we're having one of these. But you see, you get one of these, it recovers. You get one of these, it recovers. You get one of these, it recovers. That's a bull market. Don't get nervous. We're just having a pullback. You want some proof? Let's look. Here's the weekly E-mini S&P. Since we made this insane call when we were up here, we called for the market to break somewhere between 49.75 and 47.75. Then Trump announced tariffs. We go down to 48.32. The whole time I kept putting out charts saying, please stay calm, do not bail out of stocks. We should land here. We landed right there. It's gone up ever since dramatically. We've gone all the way up from 48.32 all the way to the 64 mark. I mean, it's just gone crazy. Look at this thing. So, 65 mark, to be honest. And now we're inside of, this is a weekly, we're inside of a nice channel. There's really no reason to think it's nothing more than a pullback. When you look at what we're seeing, we only need to go 989 more points to get to 75.12. Do you know how many points we have rallied since the low? We've rallied 1,691 points. We only have to rally a little more in the next 4.5 months to get to where we'd like to be. So I think we're going to be just fine. September, October, November, December, we got time, kids. Now, look at silver. What are the metals saying? My goodness, look at this just take off. It's past the highs, running in a nice channel. What are the metals trying to tell us? Well, look at gold. Gold has busted above the huge pennant flag. Does have a top here that it's trying to contend with right now. Is that a double top in gold? We're going to find out very, very soon, like this week. So this could be a double top. But I'm not so sure it's going to act like a double top because you've got metals just exploding right now. Platinum just exploding. What are metals trying to tell us? Well, silver's trying to tell us if this keeps up, it'll go to 44.27 and then 44.52. We're just broke into the 41.42 area. Silver is speaking. Gold is speaking. Platinum is speaking. What does that mean? I think it means there's a shoe to drop somewhere. We'll see what happens, but we're going to take this one day at a time. We know how to buy. We know how to sell, long or short. None of that matters to us. Then, what is Bitcoin trying to say? Well, Bitcoin has been building this massive flag, and every time it gets here, look what it does. Nice hold every time. That's where we are now. What did it do? All the way up almost 3,000 points today. Very nice hold. It seems that Bitcoin is acting more like the metals than anything else, where it's trying to just continue its massive rally that it's had, even though it has pullbacks. And then we can go out to NVIDIA. I've had a lot of traders ask me about NVIDIA, so I thought I would show you what's going on. If you look at how well Wall Street adopted to this image, they just loved it at this point, this moving average. They just adopted it. Look at the image right here. I mean, it's just perfect. They bought it every time till it got underneath. Then once it got underneath, they started selling it when it got there, and we're here now. Very nice pullback so far. There was some news to help this happen, but looking at this technically, you know, you might find some support right around here. If not, you probably got another 10, 15 bucks on the downside. But I'm not really looking for too much downside here. There is a small gap, which I just covered over, that needs to be filled right around there. Maybe it'll try to fill its gap. But it looks like the S&P NASDAQ Russell, it is experiencing a welcome pullback. Traders, don't forget OMNIBootCamp.com. Fill out your OmniCamp applications. I will see you in Australia on October 17th. Have a great day trading.